Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to be checking out the Jellycomb K62BA-3 Apple keyboard. Now, Apple keyboards are really awesome, but they can be quite expensive. They range from $100 to $130, depending on if you get the number pad version or the one without the number pad version. This here is an Apple keyboard alternative, and it's gonna be a lot cheaper, running at $60 as of making this video. And the keyboard is very similar to the Apple keyboard in many ways. It has a nice, clean, slick design. It's made of aluminum and a lot more things which we'll be covering. But to get started with the video, we're gonna be checking out what was included in the box. So in the box, what you're gonna get is the keyboard, of course, a silicone keyboard cover, which is gonna prevent any water spills or anything from going inside of the keyboard, a USB-C charging cable, and a quick start guide that will show you some of the basic features on how the keyboard works. So some cool features that this keyboard has going for it is that it has LED lights built in with 3 different brightness levels. I personally found that the LED lights weren't that bright even on the brightest settings, so in order for you to really notice the lights, you may have to use it in a darker environment. Another great feature this keyboard has going for it is that you can connect up to 3 devices and switch between all devices in the click of a button. And the way you switch between them is you have these Bluetooth buttons at the top right of the keyboard above the number pad, and you can just switch within the click of a button to any device that you have connected. So right off the bat, you already get more features than the Apple keyboard with the light up keys as well as the device switching options. Now, as far as the design goes, the design is also amazing. If you look at this thing from the side, you can see it has a really low profile, slim layout, and it looks really clean. I'm definitely impressed with the build quality as well as the way the keyboard looks. The keyboard is using the space gray color, which is the color Apple uses for their Mac products, and that's gonna be things like the MacBook Pros or the desktop Mac, and this thing's color is gonna blend right in and look like an Apple product. The Jellycomb keyboard also has dedicated media control buttons, which is gonna allow you to switch between tracks and adjust volume on the fly, just like the regular Apple keyboard. You also get a dedicated on and off switch on the top side of the keyboard, which will allow you to simply turn the keyboard on or off without any battery consumption. The keyboard also goes on auto standby mode every 30 minutes so that the battery doesn't drain while the keyboard is not in use. And speaking of batteries, the battery life on this keyboard is gonna last you for up to 200 hours, which is gonna be really awesome because you don't have to worry about charging this thing like every week or whatever. Probably every few months you'll have to charge this thing depending on how much you use it. So 200 hours, that's a lot of time. I wouldn't be worried about battery life with the keyboard. And speaking of use time, let's do a little typing test for y'all to hear what the keyboard actually sounds like when it's in use. So as you can tell by the typing test, it was fairly quiet, so it shouldn't be a distraction to people in your environment, especially if you work in an office environment. Now, as far as the quality of the typing experience goes, there was practically no key wobble on any of the keys, so it's gonna give you that more refined and polished typing feel. It doesn't feel like a cheap keyboard when you're actually typing. So if you're someone who uses Apple computers and you're looking for a budget alternative to the Apple keyboard, this is gonna be a solid, high quality option. You get a full aluminum build that feels really high quality. The design language is very Apple-like with its slim, low profile layout, and it has some extra features that regular Apple keyboards don't have, which is gonna be LED lights as well as switching between multiple devices on the fly. If you are looking for an Apple keyboard that's even cheaper than this one, I reviewed the Cinda Apple keyboard recently, so be sure to check that one out as well. So with all that being said, if you want to stay up to date with what's happening in the tech world, make sure you click that subscribe button and I'll keep you in the loop. Don't forget to like this video and leave your comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.